So in order to get this into polar form, you need to calculate the modulus, which is r, and argument, which is theta, from this problem. So first thing you want to do is you want to find r, and you do this by taking the square root of both of these numbers, but don't put the I under because there's no need for that. So you do 5 squared plus parentheses 5 square root of 3 squared, and you want to keep everything positive throughout the problem because it makes it easier. So here you would get 25 plus, so 5 squared is 25, square root of 3 squared, which is square root of 9, which is 3, so 25 times 3 is 75. That adds up to equal 100, and the square root of 100 is 10, so there's your r. Now in order to find theta, you want to find the inverse tangent of y over x. So in this case, tangent of -1, so your y is going to be right here because this is almost like an ordered pair. So you would go 5 to the right, and this is down, so this is y, this is your y. The x values on the coordinate plane are real numbers, and the y are imaginary, so that's why you would use this as your y. So you would do 5 square root of 3 over 5, and here you're keeping everything positive and you're not including the I. So here you're gonna cross out the 5's because they cancel out, so now you're left with the inverse tangent of the square root of 3. And so to find this, you just go into your calculator and you type in the inverse tangent of square root of 3. And so you get 60 degrees as your reference angle. This isn't theta just yet. You're going to use this as a reference angle. So since this is the x value, so that's positive, so you would go to the right. And since this is negative and y is the imaginary numbers because of I, it would go down, so this would be in the 4th quadrant. And so in order to find theta, you would take 360 minus 60, which is equal to 300 degrees, and that is your theta, 300 degrees. So now to write this in polar form, you just substitute everything in. So your final answer would be 10 parentheses cosine of 300 degrees plus I sine of 300 degrees. That is your answer.